hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. I have to laugh and laugh and laugh and scold and scorch the witch. I was young and the witch was going horny for William, which made him sick. Witch has not a beloved, and witch asked me if the witch has a beloved, and I said no. Witch got not a beloved, and the witch said if I don't have a beloved, then I'm going to keep William. I said, witch, he has free will. You want to keep the fucker? I don't want to keep him for myself. He cannot be with me. And the witch told me, the witch said, make me a princess. The witch said that to me, Captain. And I said, I was so disgusted. And the witch kept telling me, make me a princess. Make me a princess. And I said, I looked away from the witch with disgustingness. I was so disgusted. I looked away. I couldn't bear to see that cursed ugliness and hear the blasphemy upon holiness, upon princesses. I turned away disgusted. I couldn't bear it. I walked away disgusted, and I didn't even answer a word to the witch. And the witch saw that I squashed the witch, and the witch began crafting at me, and I was feeling so bad. I was feeling miserable, and because of witch's craft, and when a pure person feels the witch hate and curses, it is so miserable. And I was so miserable, I didn't understand why the witch was crafting at me, so everybody would attack me and make my life miserable. And I couldn't sleep at night. I was so worried. Bastards were everywhere to attack me, and the witch wanted me to be raped and sent bastards to me, and there were bastards all around my dwelling place to rape me. But I anointed every door, every window with the oil, and I prayed in the name of Yeshua. And there was a guard around my house, and nobody was able to enter my dwelling place. And I was very worried. I prayed a lot, and I asked Creator Yeshua to protect me. And I barely slept at night because bastards were everywhere to rape me. And I abhor rape, I abhor men. I was single for 7 years and never had sex. And for 7 years I did not have sex, not once. And it was about 7 years. And after I gave birth to Nathan and Nathaniela, I never had sex ever after that. And after Nathan was already 6-7 years old, and they took him from me, the government, the Sikhor Jews took him from me. He was about 7 years old, 6.5, and I was single, never had sex ever since that time. And then I just remarried thinking that I can, not knowing that I cannot. But I just did it to prove that I abhor all men and I will not be pure for no man. And so I remarried for a short while, just to say to all that I will not be pure to no man. I will be single for the rest of my life, and I don't care what anyone thinks of me. When I did remarry, verbal marriage, it was not paperwork, just verbal agreement of being together for a lifetime. I knew this bastard was not going to be faithful, so that's why I married with him, because I didn't want to stay with him forever. I just wanted him to go to whore and I get rid of him. And so I waited until he goes to whore. I really wanted him to, so I was waiting, and it took him a little while, but he'd gone to a whore, and I said, you cannot be with me no more. And so I had a good chance to get rid of him, because at that time I thought that I have to stay with him if I agree to marry him. But the truth is, marriage is not whomever you ask you to marry you. Marriage is not to whom you say yes. Marriage comes from Creator and is of Creator's heart, whom He puts together.